call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. The Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and to make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Acho. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start. And all fact. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. Going right and going deep. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quick strike complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation.
Lots of room to run. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Volunteers are flying down the field. He wants to change this route. Now from inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's complete.
Ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Find some fresh air. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got it in the middle, it's Rich. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got to...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run cut. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's up, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers! I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Acho. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The official. For the deal, and the coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught near the sticks, it's Duggan. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. The 30. The 10. Touchdown ball. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Handoff to the lone back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Duggan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hauls it in. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Wilson.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
56, Clemson, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Using his legs, it's Rich. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your...
Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking left. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turbin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Pulls it, fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls in.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to scramble. He's got him this time. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time he's got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Vols have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duggan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, say it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds a little space. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramsey. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Ramsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Duggan. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Turbin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Plows through the defense. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to...
There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsey. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play to pad the stats. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Under fire. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Clemson.